What's good? What's really good? It's your boy Led, and I'm back with a Road to Glory video. Every football season has its defining moments, games that go beyond the usual battles of strength and strategy. These games, where external elements like the weather become part of the challenge. For Tyrell Phillips and the USC Trojan, the bye week had given them time to regroup and refocus, but their next test would be something entirely different. A rainy day in Ann Arbor, Michigan against the number 8 ranked Wolverines on their home turf, a daunting task by any measure. The preparation leading up to this game was meticulous. The Trojans knew they were facing one of the most disciplined and talented teams in college football. Michigan had been dominant all season, and their defense was known for shutting down even the most explosive offenses. But USC wasn't just preparing for Michigan's defense, they were preparing for the elements. The forecast was grim: rain, wind, and cold. As the practices ramped up, the coaches made sure the team worked on handling wet footballs, on staying focused despite the weather, and on controlling the tempo of the game. For Tyrell Phillips, this game was a pivotal moment in his season. After the struggles early on and the bounce-back win over Utah State, Tyrell had spent the bye week sharpening his skills. Now he was ready to contribute in a big way. But with pouring rain coming down and conditions worsening, he knew that making clean catches and staying on his routes would be harder than ever. Practice was grueling: slippery balls, soaked jerseys, and a constant reminder that every play could be the difference between victory and defeat. Michigan's defense was no joke. They were fast and disciplined and known for shutting down the passing game. For USC's quarterback, Moss, this was the biggest test yet. With almost 300 yards through the air by the game's end, it would be clear that Moss was more than ready for the challenge. But the question leading into the game was whether Tyrell could find his place in his high-pressure environment. Could he make the tough catches? Could he rise above the mistakes that had haunted him in previous games? And so, the team headed to Ann Arbor. The rain was already coming down by the time they landed, and the reality of the challenge ahead was sinking in. The Wolverine fans were notorious for their intensity, and the Big House, a stadium with over 100,000 screaming Michigan faithful, was one of the most intimidating environments in college football. But as the Trojans stepped off the plane and into the cold, wet Michigan air, there was a quiet confidence among them. They knew what was at stake, and they believed they could pull off the upset. Game day arrived, and the rain was relentless. From the opening kickoff, it was clear that this would be a battle of attrition. The weather dictated everything. Plays shortened, runs were conservative, and passes had to be precise. The first quarter was a defensive slugfest. Neither team could get much going, and the conditions made even simple plays seem difficult. But despite the rain, Moss came out slinging. For Tyrell Phillips, this game was about more than just the numbers. It was about proving that he could play in any conditions, that he could be a reliable target when the team needed him. Early on, it was tough. Slippery balls and tight coverages from Michigan's corners made catching anything feel like a small miracle. But as the game wore on, Tyrell found his rhythm. So here we are in the second quarter. A run play. It goes for 2 yards. Let's see what Tyrell could do here. I'm not seeing what the play is. He's a little rattled. A freshman. Lack of composure, but trying to work through it. Talent's through the roof, but can we prove that we are one of the top receivers in the nation? Read pass option on this play. Miller Moss usually goes to the screen. He goes to the screen on the other side, and we see it. A couple yards. We'll take it. All right, let's see if Tyrell could make a solid block here. We get in position, only a yard. All right, slot drive. Usually Tyrell, he likes to run an in route on this play, even though it gives him a comeback. Let's see if we could get across the middle. Oh, I believe that ball was intended for Tyrell Phillips. It's fourth down. All right, score still 7-0. Got it out route. Will we take it? In motion? Nope, we go back. We call for it. And Tyrell Phillips gets the ball. It's 15 yards.
Let's go, man.
A dog.
Let's go. Some dogs.
All right, we got another slant across the middle. Motion from the running back. We get the ball. And do we make the catch? We cannot make the catch there. All right, Tyrell Phillips on a screenplay. It's a run to the right. Flag on the play. Oh, and our linemen, can we not make our blocks? Kevin Poole. All right, Tyrell Phillips on a post, on a play action. Can we get it? Oh, yeah, no chance. 3rd and 34. Man, that was a huge sack. So far, Tyrell Phillips, 3 catches for 41 yards. And read pass option. The offensive coordinator really loves this play. And they go for the run. Flag on the play. Ooh, and another block in the back. Old habits being hard to break there. Ooh, and Moss finds his tight end pretty open. I think Tyrell Phillips was a little bit more open on that play. Ooh. No block could be made by Tyrell Phillips, but we're at 3rd and short. Still up 7-0 in the second half. And Moss goes across the middle. And he goes, and he's running, and he's running, and he's running. Touchdown! Let's go! Dance on him. Dance on him. And USC is up still 14-0 against a scoreless Michigan team. And the 3rd quarter ends. Early in the 4th quarter, USC, we scored 3 points. Michigan, they score a touchdown, and USC is up 17-7. See if we could take some time off the clock. Tyrell Phillips, will he go in motion? No. Oh, what kind of call is that, ref? He pushed him on the side. It's not my fault that Tyrell Phillips is too strong, though.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a
all right, a couple yards. All right, let's see if we can reach this 1st down. Tyrell Phillips on the slant.
To the air, it's Moss.
He's running. Oh, and Tyrell Phillips was wide open. If Miller Moss just waited 2 more seconds, it probably would have gotten to him for a touchdown.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
All right, so far not much on the stat sheet for Tyrell Phillips, but he's more of a winner. He's a team player. He loves to win more than stats. That's this guy's mentality. That's this guy's MO.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. That play just never had
Again, USC trying to keep the clock moving. 17-7, USC over Michigan.
the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Timeout called there by the
Another
defense.
block, another run.
Get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
All right, let's see what we could do on this. I think we're going to punt it off. By the end of the game, he would have thrown for nearly 300 yards, threading passes through tight windows and keeping USC in the game when it mattered most. The locker room was electric after the game. The Trojans knew that this win could define their season, and Tyrell knew that his contributions, while not always flashy, were crucial to the team's success. Miller Moss had nearly 300 yards in the rain, was quickly to credit his teammates, and Tyrell was right there, soaking it all in, literally and figuratively. As the rain continued to fall, Tyrell walked off the field, knowing that this was just the beginning. The season was far from over, and the road ahead was still full of challenges. But for the first time, Tyrell felt like he belonged, like he was part of something bigger than himself. Rainy days don't last forever, but this victory would be remembered for a long time.